Welcome dear learners, welcome in this module on Open Educational Resources, that is OER. After completing this module, you will be familiar with the basic concept of Open Educational Resources, OER, and about the open licenses in the OERs. This module will move ahead with the basic heads, with the basics: what, why, when, and license information. What is the OER? What is the basic concept? Why it is needed? When is dealing with the timeline of this OER development, and the basic licenses will be covering in this module. So to begin with, let's define OER, Open Educational Resources. The term Open Educational Resources first came into use at a conference hosted by UNESCO in year 2002. It defined OER as the open provision of educational resources enabled by information and communication technologies for consultation, use, and adaptation by a community of users for non-commercial purposes. In general, we just know regarding the open sources e-content. We say that, okay, e-content. But it is not just the e-content. There are no exact definitions, though UNESCO defined the term. But the definitions are several. I will be giving two major definitions of OERs. The first one, OER are freely accessible, openly licensed text, media, and other digital assets that are useful for teaching, learning, and assessing, as well as for research purposes. There is no universal uses of open file formats in OER. This is the definition by Wikipedia. Now let's take the definition by the OECD, that is Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. OER are digitized materials offered freely and openly for educators, students, self-learners to use and reuse for teaching, learning, and research. OER includes learning content, software tools to develop, use and distribute content, and implementation resources such as open licenses. Now let's move to the concept of OER. In this particular book, Giving Knowledge for Free, a few lines are there that OER is based on the philosophical view of knowledge as a collective social product and the desirability of making it a social property. It is the simple and powerful idea that the world's knowledge is a public good and that technology in general and World Wide Web in particular provides an extraordinary opportunity for everyone to share, use, and reuse knowledge. So, what was the message there? That knowledge is a public property. So, it must be shared in public domain. When the culture of competition and culture of contribution is there, they must try to balance. They must be balanced in terms of sustainable growth. Overall, if I say In terms of leaving the impact, OER are important. For example, a student can recall a number of events about his school teachers, a number of his or her school teachers, but never recalls even the names of his teachers, his professors of higher education. Why? Because in tertiary education, as a teacher, we have been failure in leaving that impact. Why? Because we could not present the thing in the manner in which is received very smoothly. In contrast to the school teachers. School teachers are entering into the brain, entering into the heart. They are in their same tone. They know their students very well. However, I also feel that there are so many factors, that crunch of faculty, less number of academic days, so many reasons may be there. But what is the actual fact? That we are failure in leaving the impact. What may be the reason? Whatever may be the reason. So, the OER can play that vital role here, because we cannot rely on the books entirely, because the teaching and learning process is a push-pull theory. What is the push-pull theory? Push-pull theory of learning says that textbooks are about pushing knowledge and questions to learners, while the OERs are about pulling knowledge and questions by learners. So what we are trying to do with the OERs, which books are unable to do, is that we are creating the interest. The OERs are grabbing the attention, creating the interest, and developing the interest to gain the particular knowledge. It is about leaving the impact. And OER is all about the leaving the impact. Now let us see. Open. OER, first thing is open. Open, how much open it should be? As we can see in this flow diagram, the openness is explained. We will be dealing this aspect with greater detail in later sections and the coming modules. But for just a bird's eye view, let's see that. Let's see this. That openness in terms of freedom to use in the social domain, freedom to contribute, and freedom to share. This kind of freedom is given by a particular content. Whatever you are having, it should be allowed for use, contribute, share. In the technical domain, it should be functional and developmental. Functional, use of open standards; developmental, use of open source softwares. And thirdly, as a characteristic of the resource, it should be public goods and open fountain of goods. So often it is said regarding how much open, that there are 5 R's in OERs. Let us see these R's. First, R, retain, reuse, revise, remix, and redistribute. Retain means that you can make and own the copies. You can keep them. Reuse, you can use this source in wide range of ways. Revise. You can adapt, you can modify, you can improve that particular source. Remix. It's about combining two or more things. And redistribute means you can share with others. You can see that these OERs are free to use, revise, remix, redistribute, unlike the copyrighted material, unlike the patented material. The aim is to keep the knowledge free. Let's take a look what may be the OER. OER may be a full course, course materials, modules, textbooks, streaming videos, tests, software, and any other tool, materials, or techniques used to support access to knowledge. It may be a single diagram which you have written very roughly and kept open for all in a OER platform. So let me summarize this section for you. What are OERs? These are open educational resources available for free for 5 hours. They are identified, retain, reuse, revise, remix, redistribute. And any material which is used for educational purpose can be developed in the form of OERs. The next section will be dealing with the timeline and other aspects of OERs.